for everyone. Who is this? Barabbas. And who is this? And who is this? Gator. And who is this? She's due. She's Tweeza. Yes, she was here last week also. The name of my story today is Think Before You Speak. Last Thursday, Barabbas and Gator invited Elizabeth and Tweeza to come over and play Parcheesi. Oh boy, they're having a good time. Well, at least Barabbas is having a good time because he's winning. He has played a lot of games with Uncle Floyd and his father, Frank. So he's a good Parcheesi player. And he has just rolled double sixes. Now, in Parcheesi, when you roll doubles and all your players are out from the beginning, that means you get to move 6 and 6, and you turn the dice over, and you can move the 1 and the 1. And he played his player so well, when he moved him ahead, all those spaces he hit on Gator's guy, and sent his player back to the beginning, which gave Barabbas 20 more spaces he could move one of his players. And then that brought him right home, which gave him 10 more spaces he could move one of his other players. Wow, that was such a good play. He's trying not to be a show-off about it, but it really is fun to win. Yes. Well, this is when there was a knock at the front door. And it was running chairs. Come over to play. But Parcheesi can only have 4 players. She would be the 5th person. And besides, you might remember that last Sunday, Running Chairs just was so unkind to Gator and to Tweeza in the Sunday school classroom. She just was talking on and on and on and on and not thinking before she was speaking. She said some really unkind things. She still thinks that Gator ate Tweeza's legs. Do you remember the favorite snack food of Gator's is lightly salted, slow roasted giraffe legs. But Gator did not eat Tweeza's legs. He has sworn off them ever since he came to live here instead of down by the river. So what to do, Barabbas? Should he invite Running Chairs into play? Running Chairs saw who was here playing Parcheesi, and she saw it was kind of awkward, and she said, oh, I like, and she put her head down. And the others sat there feeling a little bit angry at her still from what happened last week. And just sort of looked at her. Now, Running Chairs knows that Barabbas and Elizabeth have both told her that Gator did not eat Tweeza's legs. And that's not the reason Tweeza has no legs. And so, in her heart, even though it was hard to admit, she knew the truth. And she thought to herself, they probably all hate me. And she turned to leave. And then she remembered she also knows in her heart, even though it's hard to admit, that she should apologize for what she said last week. So this is what she did. She went over and she said to Gator, I apologize. I know you didn't eat Tweeza's legs, and and I'm sorry I called you stupid, Tweeza, because you're not stupid. And then she remembered to think, and she just stopped talking. Gator, being the oldest one there, remember Gator's in 6th grade and the rest are all in 2nd grade. And Gator said, he took the lead, being the oldest one. And he looked at Running Chairs and he said, thanks. And he said, I'm not doing so hot at this game anyway. Why don't you take my place? And he let Running Chairs hop up to play Parcheesi. Wasn't that a nice thing of Gator to do? Yes. And wasn't it a good thing that Running Chairs apologized for saying the things she said? Sometimes it's really hard to say, I'm sorry. Running Chairs learned that she must be more careful. She learned that she has to think before she speaks. The end.